Panthers, but there's so many different factors. I've seen Cam, and I thought that his footwork was improved, his mechanics were better. Well, when the offensive line started having their injuries and making it tougher and tougher to find that spot to throw the ball, I think his mechanics suffered as well, and that's part of what's going on.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this one brought in by a man who missed all of last year, Kelvin Benjamin. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Newton, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now on 1st down. Brought in by Walford, right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First carry for Latavius Murray. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So Murray shows off his speed and explosiveness.
Latavius Murray was not a guy that people thought was going to be a big-time producer in the NFL. Boy, was everyone wrong. This is exactly what he does. Often, Latavius Murray knows how to get to the open field and pay it off.
Last year, one of 7 guys to run for 1,000 yards, showing the ability to break off the long one. Carr now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
We ready?
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic, and people, bodies all...
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Defense showing blitz. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 70 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Murray. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A gain of 3, second down. Defensively for Carolina, played well in Week 14. And remember, no Luke Kuechly, no Charles Johnson, but forced 5 turnovers, sacked Phillip Rivers 5 times as well.
They got a push from KK Short. K1 Short inside had monster season 2015, a Pro Bowl player. Not the same production this year. That's what they've been counting on, and that really helped key their defense.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Could draft a guy in the 6th round, and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point. Would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
First down, Carr. And it's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. So completion on second down, that brings up 3rd. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore. These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw his Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now Carr throwing on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Holding offense. A penalty is declined.
Well, they've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Carr eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are. In this ball game, they feel even better about him.
And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Jonathan Stewart, week 14, a touchdown, 66 yards. And, earlier I asked you about Cam Newton and some of his struggles. You mentioned the O-line. Well, Jonathan Stewart had some injury time earlier this season as well. That didn't help things.
Did not help at all, because running backs establish a rhythm. Week to week, they build on that, as well as understanding what their offensive linemen like to do. And with the number of guys that have been in and out of the lineup, the changes they've had, it's made for a disappointing season on the ground for Jonathan Stewart, although he does have 8 touchdowns rushing.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Perry Riley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
On these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Reggie Nelson, he was tied for the league lead last year with 8 picks. Snags another one there.
And this is what Oakland is hoping to see from him, and often. They saw it in Cincinnati. That's why they're eager to have him added to their roster.
And now here come the Raiders. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big run that time by Murray. 44 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. Throw with Carr. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
I think we have to give credit to him.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr now on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I thought Derek Carr had a magnificent rookie season in 2015. The one little blemish, though, coughed it up 10 times.
Yeah, it's not taking care of the football to the best of his ability, but sometimes that's what you get. Risk-reward with an exciting player like Carr.
And it happens a lot to rookie quarterbacks. Speed of the game, how fast they are, and, boy, they quickly get hands in on you and make it tough for you in the pocket.
And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And the Panthers are going to get a 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Now it's Newton. Caught on the left side by Ginn. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down and 4.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Come on now, check.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He hits Stewart in the flat. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Carolina 1st.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Newton on 1st down. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guy's playing it. are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. So 3. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So some disappointment. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware, they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Walford in motion, the tight end. From midfield, here's Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your end. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practice, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Carr going to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Carr now on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Carr. It's caught by Roberts. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2015 Pro Bowler, K'Wan Short, in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it into his receiver, Cooper. Now 4th down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And quickly they get to the line. On second down, they run with Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Coming to the line. From the gun on third down, Newton. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, and they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Third down and 4.
Hey, watch number 33. Watch number 33. All right, here we go.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one in the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And caught left side, Olsen. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Play clock winding down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. One receiver to the left is Cooper. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Carr going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And 4th down coming up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raiders defense getting ready. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of, great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out, you feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Stewart is the lone setback. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Second and 10. Newton again. He hits Stewart in the flat, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now Stewart on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. This is Stewart again. And he'll be tackled right. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the defense searches for 1 more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And Newton's going to keep it. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Double tight. You got 4. Here we go.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.